Karina here for MoBuzz TV, blasting off. You know, it's an interesting time for rockets these days. For example, on the 4th of July, the US launched the Space Shuttle Discovery.
Booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
But there's a funny, less dramatic bit of trivia associated with this event that almost no one mentioned. The shuttle launch has brought to light a very interesting property of bird poop. Namely, its incredible durability. Flight director Tony Sacciacci laughed when he saw photos of the orbiting Discovery because all the bird poop that had been marring the exterior of the shuttle was still intact. And this after the shuttle was washed with 300,000 gallons of water and reached speeds of up to thousands of miles an hour. The question everyone's contemplating now is whether the poop will withstand the 3,000-degree temperatures achieved on re-entry. Fingers are crossed. And of course, on the same day as the launch, there was the not-so-fun incident with rockets in North Korea. Just in time for US national celebrations and in an effort to freak everyone out, North Korea launched a bunch of long-range missiles, some supposedly with the capability to reach the west coast of the United States. I don't know what this is going to do to global politics, but between the threat of missiles, earthquakes, floods, and fires, I just want to tell you all you have to go visit California while you still can. Unfortunately, there's a lot of rocket sadness going around. Israelis and Palestinians are throwing rockets at each other all over the place in Gaza. 2 British soldiers in Afghanistan were recently killed in a rocket attack, including the first British Muslim soldier to die in this war on terror. And in Australia, rock musician Robbie "The Rocket" Watts died on Saturday. A renowned guitarist and banjo player, he was part of the group Cosmic Psychos. But is it all bad news? I mean, there's got to be some sort of good rocket, missile, projectile news out there. Oh, well there's this. It's an animated game news vlog called Trash Talk. This machinima vlog is hosted by Will, that guy who always gets shot and blown to pieces by you, the gamer, and his sidekick Mal, who is, yes, a rocket, and a nutty one at that.
Look out, here I come! Ragdoll, living in the movie. Hot tramp, daddy's little cutie. So fine, I never see you leaving by the back door.
Oh,
Bam,
shit.
bam.
Oh, boy.
Ragdoll,
Well, there goes Mal.
That dude's pretty hyper. I'm starting to suspect he's not using normal rocket fuel. It must be something more personality altering, something that gives him that bouncing off the walls demeanor. I bet he's one of those sugar rockets we talked about before. Back in May, Popular Science described how you can make rocket fuel out of Oreo cream filling and potassium perchlorate. Alternatively, for those of you who want a lower calorie count, there is the Diet Coke and Mentos rocket.
Throw it on the ground, Chris, as hard as you can. Be ready for this. You better be ready for this.
But I'm betting that Mal is more of this variety, created by rocket enthusiast James Yan and powered by pixie sticks. Speaking of enthusiasts, check out this video called Redneck Rocket Launch, which claims to show the firing of 8,500 bottle rockets.
And I'm setting up some bottle rockets to shoot off here. You got your duct tape.
He's got a pretty high-tech launch pad made of what seems to be part of a chain-link fence, but it looks like he's really just lighting normal fireworks.
But it'll be killer bad, baby! Woo!
Woo-hoo! Yeah! You know, I've always thought there's no better way to celebrate our country on the 4th of July than to exercise our right to burn stuff. If you like explosive projectiles, I mean, obviously we do, you can go visit a blog called Really Rocket Science and check out a post called Laptop Go Boom. One of the stranger stories circulating the blogosphere these days is of a laptop at a conference in Japan that suddenly, and for no discernible reason, burst into flame. And was caught on film. So, all of you who had to give up your obsession with the idea of spontaneous human combustion because of that CSI episode that debunked it for all of us, you can now investigate the unexplained phenomenon of spontaneous gadget combustion. And lastly, here's another vlog. It's called Missile Blast. It's got this weird quirky chick who talks about technology news. It's a nice idea.
Hey, welcome back to Missile Blast. This is Frankie Malanky with my show on my terms. And we're also going to do things my way, and that means that we're going to be talking about something else a little bit later. And for a special treat for you, we have Tom Anderson, the most powerful man on the internet.
Okay, I know, those last two stories were a bit of a stretch and really had nothing to do with rockets at all. Well, that's all for today, but before I go, I just wanted to say Rocketboom won't be the same without you, Amanda. The vlogosphere will surely miss you. And best wishes to Andrew and Amanda in all your endeavors.